Hello everyone. Hi, how are you all doing? So first of all, well, today I felt like putting my hat on because I want and because maybe I thought I could. So I just did it. And in this live I'm going to show you exactly what's in the course. Finally, you can have a first-hand touch of what it is inside and what is all this about. And well, the first thing I wanted to tell you is that I'm going to do it in a pretty much unconventional way. I'm going to need to use my phone because I have some problems in sharing my screen with my computer. So I hope you can see it well, but I mean, I did some tests and I think it works, it'll work. And another thing that I realized, maybe most of you realized it, the live that I did the other day is mute. It's totally mute. There's no audio. I realized it today, and well, I apologize for that because I think that actually the topic that I discussed on that was really interesting, and I was talking about the price and why this course has this price and what are the reasons behind it. And I'm going to do it again, and next time I will make sure that the audio will work. Now, if you can, I hope you can hear me talking right now. If you cannot hear talking, just raise your hand and tell me something. And now I'm going to go in front of my computer and I will try to show you the screen so that I'll show you exactly, it's time to get off this hat. This is not as sunny as it's outside, all right? Okay, so I'm going to do something right now and I will try to share my screen. Of course, I cannot really share it directly on my computer because, like I said, I have some issues. But hopefully it'll work like this. All right, let me just use some tricks here. Okay, I think it's gonna work. Yeah, it can work. It'll work. Okay, now I can see my screen. I hope you can see it too. And I hope you can hear me talking and not like the last time that I did that video mute. Well, the problem is, you see I have a microphone here and it was not connected properly last time. I thought it was working, but it wasn't. And shame on me that I didn't check it. I didn't double check, but I'll get better at these things. I will, like I said, I will redo the live video that I did the other time, and so that, because like I said, the topic was really interesting, and it was probably one of the hottest topics that is going on, especially on the page. And you guys that are following this page, I have some comments sometimes that they're complaining about the price. Because there is, well, right now I'm not showing the screen. Let me go to my beautiful face. Okay, I was saying that one of the main topics that is being discussed in the page is the price. And why am I so pricey? Why is this method so pricey? And why am I not giving it for free? Because it should be free, and because I should put the money in escrow and then cash it in only if the students will be successful. Well, there's all sorts of things to discuss, and I'm going to explain you all these sorts of things into following videos. And I will redo the pricing video, the pricing live. And but the pricing topic is interesting, and there's a reason why there is this price in place, and the reason is valid, and it's also a selective reason. With this price, I'm really selecting my customers. I don't want to work with everyone, and that's the thing that most of the people don't understand. It's like when you go to a doctor, or maybe when any type of service that you buy, you are selecting the price range, okay? There are some services that have certain price range and they are lower than other ones, and some services are higher priced than some others. But it doesn't mean that they teach different things. Maybe they teach pretty much similar things, but the value that is within a higher priced method is probably much higher than a low ticket method, okay? So like I said, I want to select my customers, and I hope that all you people that are following me in this page and are watching these videos, I hope you are all willing to work with this method, and you understand this philosophy, because this is exactly the type of students I want to work with. I have now I have dozens of very serious students. I mean, they pay the price. They are following the method, because also my offline methods. I mean, I've been starting by setting these methods offline, and I was working with some people not on videos. But besides, okay, let me check. Okay, so, right. And they are all serious. I always want to work with committed people. And why am I not giving any refund? Because yeah, some might say, yeah, you're not sure of your method, so you're not giving a refund. Because if it doesn't work, you should be able to give chance to the people who didn't succeed to get their money back. But this is true when you are talking about tangible assets, okay? If I buy a spare part for my car and that part breaks after a short period of usage, then I should get a refund because it was defective, okay? And that's an objective thing that is really tangible, and we can really prove that wasn't working because it didn't fit to purpose. It wasn't fit to purpose. Regarding information business, when you're selling an information product, I mean, I cannot come back into your brain and take it out if it doesn't work for you, okay? I know that the method works. The method works if you apply it well. So I am 100% darn serious about and darn certain that this method works. But what I'm not certain is how you will implement it. So I trust myself, I trust my method 100%, but I don't trust you 100%. I mean, sad but true. Maybe it sounds hard to, it may sound arrogant. Yes, I understand that it may sound arrogant, but if you think about it, this is exactly the same as university. Why don't universities put their tuition in escrow and they just cash them in only if students graduate successfully? And furthermore, why don't students retain their tuition fees and pay them to university only if they become brilliant doctors, brilliant engineers? So it doesn't work that way. When you're selling information material, when you're selling education, you have to invest in this education. There are proved methods and there are proven techniques that work because they have been working for some students. But it doesn't matter that if this method works for some students, it will work for you. It really 100% depends on you. But I can guarantee you that if you are following this method 100%, it's going to work. Like I'm saying in my videos, I'm going to show you the video here in this live, and this video tells exactly this is the first part of the training, the first part of the course, and it's my initial presentation, and it's my disclaimer to you, okay? And my disclaimer to you. Okay, let me just be a little fancy today. I like this hat, and I'm going to put it on because I like it. All right. So my introductory video tells you that this method only works if you're serious, if you are coachable, if you're willing to follow the instructions, even if they may sound crazy for you. Okay. So this is the most important thing. If you don't do this, it's not going to work for you. So I don't want you to invest in this course if you are not serious in working, okay, on this method. Okay, good. Now let me flip the camera back And here is the main screen of the course. Okay, like I said, you have the lifetime access. Well, again, for those who are starting to watch it right now, I have some problems with my screen sharing of my computer, so I cannot really do proper screen sharing, but I'll fix it for the next occasions, and I will make sure that they will work for the next live videos, okay? But today I have to, hello, I'm right here. I have to, today I have to use my phone and project with the phone, with this camera, right there in the computer, okay? It's not as good of a quality like as I would do a screen sharing, but I mean, you get the point, and you will be certainly able to see it. Okay, very good. This is the first page. Now I logged in with my credentials, and I have, of course, I only have this product, this is my course that I purchased, the Simple Quit Smoking Campus. All right, well, they're a purchase I made, and I auto-purchased one, of course, because I always want to take control and keep control of what I'm doing. Okay, so if I click on View Course, I will open. This is the screen of the training. Okay, the Simple Quit Smoking Campus. Okay, so there's a progress bar here that tells you how many lessons you completed so far, and as you can see, I mean, I created this course, so I don't need to complete them all, but it just tells me that I completed 2 of them, and I need to complete these two videos, these 2 introductory videos, before I have access to week number 1. So a little bit of an overview. I have introductory video. There's a welcome to the training, and we're going to watch this video together because I want you to get a grasp of what's inside this course. So this is the introduction, welcome to the training, and this is some technicalities, the technical aspects on how to use this course. Okay. Now, week 1. Like I said many times, when you purchase this course, week 1 and week 2 are accessible. Week 3 and week 4, you can see I have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. So 1 video a day, okay? Week 1 and week 2, they are accessible immediately. Week 3 and week 4, they unlock only after 14 days of your first login, okay? Why is that? Because I don't want you to go in this area, because these days, let's see, you see day 15, day 16, day 17, and so on, these are the days when you will not smoke. This is your first non-smoking day, and this is your last smoking day, okay? So I want you to watch 1 video every day. They are not really long. They range between 30 minutes to 1 hour, the longest ones. But it's really important that you take some time for you every day and you watch 1 video a day. I mean, you can even watch 1 video a week. Feel free to take your pace as you wish, but I strongly recommend not to do more than 1 video a day. If you need more than 1 day to digest the first video, fine, but not more than that. No more than that, okay? Good. So let's start. If I click here, I get access to the first video. So this is the first video that you need to watch, and as you can see, there are resources here. So introduction, this I say, welcome to this 4-week pain-free video course that will convert yourself into a free and healthy person, just simply. Now, this is the link to the Facebook secret group. Let's see if I have, okay. This is the secret group. Just give you a brief overview. That's the secret group that you can have access into this and share your experience with other students. I'm not going to show you a lot because, as I said, it's a secret group and I don't want you to see who's in there, what they do and what they say. It's really secret, and I am really protecting the privacy of my students, okay? In the next pages, there will be also link to the page that you know already. So this page, actually the Simple Quit Smoking Campus. There is going to be a link to a Google Drive, which is a shared drive that you will all use, all the students are using to share their homeworks and experience and to get inspiration from others. And there are downloadable resources that I'm going to show you everything today, okay? So now, this is the first welcome video, and I want you to look at it.
And welcome to this training. If you're here, it's because you took a very important step for your life, which is quit smoking. Quit smoking is not only a choice, but it's a new lifestyle. So congratulations, because you are doing the right thing for your life. My name is Davide Bartoli. I am Italian, and I was born in Italy 42 years ago. And here is where I live my life, basically. Why did I choose to create this product? Because I was a smoker. I was exactly like you. I started smoking when I was very young. I was 12 or 13 years old. And I've been smoking until 2011. That's when I decided to try to, well, let's say 2011 was the year when I really did quit smoking, but I made some mistakes. And then later on, in the last year, I reversed engineered the reasons, all the reasons why I quit smoking and all the methods that I've used, and I found out a method, and I put it down to a science, and I put it down to a specific set of instructions that have been proven to work also on other people. And myself, I'm applying this method on myself when I want to achieve new goals in my life. And it's working very well also for quit smoking. So, a brief story of my life. I started smoking. I was the first one among my friends. So I was not really influenced by them. It was vice versa. I actually influenced some of my friends. And this took me, fast forward to the future, I felt rather, let's say, guilty for all of them. Also, even if I am sure that they would have started even without my influence. But what I did, actually I started last year, I created this set of instructions and I gave them to all of them, well, let's say to 15 of them, 15 of the people I knew, among my friends, some of relatives, some cousins, and because I wanted to test it. I wanted to test it on other people. And I found out that it was working. Among 15, on all the 15 persons, 13 were able to quit smoking, and they are still happy non-smoker, and they have no intention of starting smoking again. Moreover, they don't feel the urge to have a cigarette. When they're out with some smokers, they don't really it's exactly the same as me. We don't feel the urge to join smokers. We are really happy as we can decide for our life. We are free. We are away from these days when we were slave to the cigarette. Because that's exactly what it is. When you are smoking, you are a slave of a bad habit, it's a destructive habit. It's not a constructive habit. And you're a slave to the cigarette because when you are taking the smoking break whenever the cigarette is calling. It's not that you are deciding when to go out for a smoke. You are actually dragged, you're actually taken by the cigarette. You are taken by the nicotine. It's really an addiction. It's a very strong addiction. It does nothing good for you, and it's something that is absolutely not necessary to your life. You have been lied under many circumstances about smoking. You have been manipulated, and you will understand all these as you go on with the course, as you go on with the training. You have been manipulated. Somebody or someone out of your influence told you to start smoking. This is the big news that you will receive. So it was not really your decision, and it was something that it was induced into your mind, and you are basically a slave today. So what you will learn in this course, you will learn that there are a lot of there's a lot of influencing factors around that made you decide to smoke, and that smoking is nothing but an addiction. It's just an addiction, one of the most powerful addictions that are in this world. That nicotine is the most powerful drug, is the most addictive drug, and you will learn that if you apply my method, you will be able to quit smoking with no regrets. You will suffer no pain, you will suffer no cravings, you will suffer no withdrawal symptoms whatsoever. This is my promise to you. Of course, you have to apply all my instructions, and you have to be very diligent, and you have to be very serious about this. I have structured this training in a 4 weeks program. So I created one video every day, one video per day. And it is really important that you watch one video and one video only every day. You start with day one, which is today. Feel free to start it tomorrow if you don't want to start today. But the most important thing is that you have to schedule 4 weeks time for yourself. So it's really important. If you start today, reserve 1 hour, at least 1 hour every day for you to watch the video and to do the homeworks. There are going to be some homeworks related to every lesson, almost to every lesson, not all of them. But the homeworks, especially the first ones, are fundamental, are really, really important, and are extremely important for you to succeed in your path towards your new life as a happy non-smoker. So, I am sure that this method works, but I am sure that it's not going to work if you are close-minded, if you are somebody who always criticizes new notions, if you are not willing to accept to have a mentor, which is this video course, and you have to totally put all your decisions into the hands of this training. So 1 hour every day, reserve it whenever you are totally free of any distractions. You don't need any distractions around. You must be free from any distractions. That can be your work, it can be your family, it can be whatever you are doing, just leave it. Do some relaxation exercise before every video. Watch the videos. Understand, and this is really important, watch them to understand. Don't watch them just to watch them or just to hear what I'm saying. Watch them to understand. Absorb all the notions into yourself and sediment them very well every day and apply them into all the homeworks that I will give you. Okay? This is extremely important. And one very important thing is that I take no responsibility on your actions. I know that this method works, but it works only if you're following my instructions as I tell you. If you don't apply them well, it's totally your responsibility, and I take no blame for that. This is why I decided to put no refund on this training, because the information material is like when you go to a restaurant. You eat your meal and you cannot give it back to the restaurant owner, to the cook. So the cook makes you pay for your meal. You eat it. You didn't like it. It's your problem. If you didn't like it, you shouldn't even go to that restaurant. I'm not expecting.
Okay, I think I can stop it right here. Well, let's see. I want to stop my face with a strange expression. All right. So this is the first introductory video. Okay. So now, like I said, you complete this one, then there's going to be the next lesson. Next lesson is the how-to. So how to use this course, technical aspects, and here is already where I give the access to the link to the to the Google Drive. And as you can see, I'm opening here a Google Drive where there are, well, once again, there are some folders here that they are all related to the students that are following, some of the students that are following the course, some of them, they decide not to share their material. It's totally fine. I mean, it's not an obligation. If you want, you can share your material. If not, no hard feelings. And you can do it totally alone, so it's not a problem. I just put this Google Drive together because I think that for some people it's really important to identify themselves with some other people who are following the same path, okay? So you can have the freedom. You can follow it. I mean, you can share your experience, or maybe you can just proceed and go ahead by your own, okay, on your own. Okay, so this is the how-to. And this training,
some technicalities, and let's see how
I'm just following. I'm just showing you how. Okay, let me just put the volume down because I'm going to scroll very quickly right here. So I think I'm going to do also another video on how to set up the Google Drive and how to set up a Google account, because I realized that there are some students that they have some difficulties about that. So maybe I will put another lesson there. And the beauty of this course again is that you will have lifetime access to this platform. And this platform will be yours forever, okay? So you will have your password, you will be proprietary of your password. You can change it as many times as you wish. And anytime I will publish an upgrade, you will have it. I mean, maybe I will publish some further videos in the future. Maybe I will add some more information, and you will have it. You will have it all forever, for all your life. So here's in the video, of course, I'm showing you how to use everything, and I'm showing you what's inside. And one really interesting thing here is that, you see, for example, this video is like 15 minutes. If you don't have 15 minutes, here's a trick that you can do. You can speed it up. You see, I like to watch this video sometimes at 1.5x. If I do that, listen to this.
Will ever break one of these rules, it will be banned from the group immediately, because I only want motivated people there. I only want people who can help one another, who can...
You see, you can still understand what the voice is saying, but it's going to take 1.5 times, I mean, it's going to take half of the time less. Not really half, but 1.5 times less, okay? So you can speed up the videos if you wish. Or if you don't very well understand my English, which I'm speaking this language since 20 years, but you know, sometimes, of course, this is not my native language, so sometimes I may struggle with some words, but I mean, I think I did all the videos in the most fluent way I could. So if you have the opposite problem, you can slow it down.
Their success, their failures, why not?
Well, this sounds pretty awful, as you can understand. So sometimes it's good if you just speed it up. So you can adjust the volume here, you can put it up on full screen if you wish, and then you can go out from the full screen, okay? So once you're complete here, you go to the next lesson. Next lesson, okay, now we get into the juice of this course. And this is the first video of the first week. As you can see, this is longer. This is 37 minutes. I think you can see it here, 37 minutes. So all these videos, they go between 15 minutes to 1.5 hours. I think the longest one was 1.5 hours, which I think it's day 2. And so this is the real juice. So the first video talks about why do people smoke. And here is where you can already see some downloadable materials. So as you can see, I have a quit smoking worksheet. And what this does is, let me try to open it if I can. Okay, I just saved it. Let me just open it. Open. What this does, I created some worksheets that are going to teach you how to follow the rules that I'm giving. Okay, so just to give you an example, these are for some reasons for smoking that smokers are telling to themselves. I like the taste, I like the flavor, it's relaxing, I fit in, I like the smell, it's a company, I got to die anyway, I can take my cigarette breaks, and many other reasons, any other reasons that you wish to to fill in. Maybe you have some more reasons which are, and you will learn in this training that they are all excuses. They are not really big reasons to smoke. They are not valid reasons. They are just excuses. And it's just enough to turn them around sometimes, you see? Like, for example, if you think about the flavor and the taste of a cigarette, you really immediately realize that it tastes awful. It's nothing tasty. It's not a pizza, right? It's not an ice cream. It's nothing like that. And many other things, like you will learn why nicotine really enhances stress. It's not a stress relieving thing. It's causing stress into your system, all right? And you will learn all these things. And this is one of the downloadable resources that I was talking about, okay? So first video, week 1, day 1, why do people smoke? You have to understand why people smoke and why you smoke, okay? Good. Now, when you're complete on that, you go to the next lesson. How do I do it there? Okay, here's another thing. I already showed you the secret group. This is the Facebook group and the Google Drive. Okay, they are all here and they are here every day on a daily basis, okay? Now, day two, on day 2, I'm going to talk to you about stereotype, the media, and the myths about smoking. And here is where you will clearly understand how you fell into the trap, because this is really a trap. And in this lesson, you will understand that it's not totally your responsibility why you smoke. Why do you smoke? It wasn't your choice. I know it sounds crazy, but you will learn it in this lesson very well, and you will understand that it was not totally your fault. Okay? So this is really interesting. I'm also talking about something related to, as you can see, the thumbnails here, to sports, publicities, and like movies and other things. You see, there's always something related to cigarettes in all these big publicity events. Okay, and this is a pretty long one. This is 1 hour, over 1 hour, and in the end I will teach you how to perform the homework. Okay, so day 2, stereotypes and myths. Day 3, the addiction and the substitutes. Here is where I'm talking to you about how nicotine works on your system and the mechanism of cigarettes and why substitutive therapies don't work. That's right, people. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, substitutes don't work. They give you the impression that, I mean, there's also a big business behind that. It's a big industry, and you will realize, you see, and here is what I answer to those who accuse me to be expensive. Imagine the millions and billions of dollars that all these business are lucrating on these false quit smoking methods that they sell. Like, think about the patches, the nicotine gums, or the electronic cigarettes, or any nicotine substitute. Of course, it's true that you will not smoke that toxic smoke that you have on the cigarette if you do these methods. But how can you get clean from a drug if you are substituted with the same dosage of drug? Yeah, of course they say, yeah, you start with the dosage, with a strong dose, and then you will decrease it gradually. Well, I can tell you that as long as nicotine is within your system, then you are not free from the addiction. Okay. And some others say cold turkey. I mean, quit cold turkey. Yeah, fine, it works. It can work, but it's gonna cost you a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of deprivation of maybe even your social life. Okay. And the beauty of this system is that I am giving you the keys to be happy already on your first days as a non-smoker, and you will not suffer. You will not have to stay away from smoker. No, I'm going to tell you to go together with them. Go with them. Don't be afraid. You will not fall into the trap again. Even after one day, the first day that you quit smoking, you will be proud to go with them, and you will be proud to show them what you're doing for yourself. And maybe you can even help them. Okay? Very good. So this is day 3. Now, day 4, mindset. This is the really important thing. The mindset and the boycott. Your mind will try to boycott you all the time. And this works not only for quit smoking. This works also if you want to lose weight, if you want to accomplish something in your life, if you want to achieve challenging goals. This works. And you can apply it to many other things as well. Okay? Now, day 5, your past and design your new self. This is really important. Here is where you will discover why and what made you start smoking. All right? What was it because of something that happened into your life? Was it because somebody told you to start smoking? Was it because of a bad experience or maybe an enjoyable experience? But here's the thing. I'm sure that if you think and if you start thinking about your first day as a smoker, the first time that you tried a cigarette, you will realize that it was one of the most difficult things to do because it was awful. It was absolutely awful. And you can imagine such a hard thing to start, which is smoking, because it's so awful and it makes you feel so sick. But we fall into the trap anyhow. It's like we hammer our knees. We bang our knees with a hammer. We suffer, but we continue doing it because somebody or something told us to do it. All right? This, you will learn it very well in this course, and you will have a very much clearer picture on why this mechanism works. Okay? Day 6, the revelation. I'm not going to tell you what this is, but this is really interesting. There's going to be a day when you will not smoke that you will have a revelation. And this is really something really powerful. And then what happens when you quit smoking? This is really scientific. I mean, the last day of first week, this is the... if we imagine that you start on day 1, Monday, this is going to be the Sunday of your first week. So I just did a relaxing lesson. So I'm just going to tell you here what are the benefits after 20 minutes and after 12 hours, after 36 hours, 26 hours. These is just what's happening, what's going on into your system, okay? Now, next category. You're right. Okay, I have to mark this as complete. Let's see, mark as complete. Okay. Now, I'm using this trick because I'm not really following the course because I know it by heart. So I just need to complete this before having access to week 2. So, okay. Now, set your why, your goals, and your rewards. Here I'm going to give you a challenge, and it's going to be a interesting challenge. It's going to be rather amusing and exciting to do it, but you have to set up some goals if you want to achieve this big result. Okay. Now, day 9, failure is not an option, but what if you fail? Okay. So what could happen if you fail to quit? Or maybe you can, if you are able to manage to quit, then you stay like months without smoking, and then one night you're out with friends and you say, yeah, just one cigarette because I was so good at quitting that I can quit it anyway. That's the trap. But in case that happens, you will still have access to these videos and you can immediately go back and watch them and refresh your mind. You know, there's a nice metaphor that I use when, even myself, I follow a lot of trainings, a lot of mindset trainings and so on, and some of them, I repeat them. You see, I'm going to courses, to courses that are teaching me, let's say, for example, something related to some sort of business that I'm following, but I repeat them. Maybe I go there again after 1 year, maybe again after 6 months. And the metaphor I use is that I am taking showers. I go back to take a shower, to clean myself from the bad influences that I'm having on a daily basis, and to get to meet successful people, to take a shower. So here's exactly what you can do with this course. You go back and take a shower in the very hard days, maybe if you have hard days in the future as a non-smoker. Because the biggest thing that smokers do, especially in the first 2 to 3 months, is anything happens in their life, they blame the fact that they are not smoking anymore. Okay, so they don't have their shelter anymore. And what they do, it's really easy to fall back into the trap. They say, okay, I'm just gonna have a cigarette right now just to feel better, and then I will quit again. Well, this is the most dangerous thing. Okay, so failure. I mean, failure is not an option. If you follow this method, you will not fail. You will succeed 100%. But what if you will get close to failure? And I'm going to teach you what to do in these cases. Okay, and when you know it, something will click in your mind. And you will have it in your pocket. You will have it absolutely in your pocket, okay? And you will be armed. You will be protected for the rest of your life. So here's the big value that I'm giving to all of you. And actually, this course is worth much more than what you paid for. Much more. I can tell you much more. I'm going to do a math one day. I'm going to do a video. And now I'm going to explain you how I came up with this price, which is actually not even half of what I am supposed to price it. And I think I'm going to increase the price soon. But anyway, let's keep going like this. Okay, so now this is day 9, week 2, day 9. So day 10. Here's another thing that former smoker do. They count days like if they were in jail. I mean, I'm 1 day without cigarette. Or 2 days without cigarette, 3 days without cigarette. I mean, not the tone of my voice. Usually a smoker say, yeah, I'm 1 day without cigarette. Yeah, I'm 2 days without cigarette. I'm 3 days smokeless. But really, your mind, your subconscious mind, it's telling you, oh, I'm 1 day without cigarette. Oh, I would love to have one. Gee. Oh, I'm suffering. This is exactly what your subconscious mind is doing to you. And you have to understand it. You have to really understand it. You have to put it in your brain. And you have to work on your mind. Because that's the boycotting part of your mind. So, hear me on this. I am 1 day without cigarette. What if you change it? I am free from smoke since 1 day. Okay? So put it on the positive, because your brain, your mind is not able to process the negative. And what if I told you, don't think about a pink elephant? What are you thinking about now? I bet you're thinking about a pink elephant. What if I told you, think about a yellow elephant? You will not think about the pink one. You will think about yellow. So the brain, even if I put a don't in front of the action, the mind will drive you to visualize that. And if you say, I'm 1 day without cigarettes, then your mind will trick you and will tell you that it's a sufferance, okay? So I'm going to teach you now here a new way to count your days, okay? And they, where is it? Okay, okay, it's rather slow here. Come on. Now, number 4. Come on. Don't tell me that I'm having internet problems here. Please don't. Okay, this is the beauty of being live, guys. Okay. Oh, very good. Good morning, Mr. Computer. All right, day 11, the cravings. Really? Huh, this is what I titled this. You will soon discover how to effectively manage the cravings. Why? Because they are very, very weak. Here's another thing. Smokers, when they approach their decisions, especially if you go cold turkey, you're starting to think about panic, about depression, about nervosism, about cravings. And the more you think, the more they will happen. But if you put your mindset into a positive state of mind, and if you will learn how to listen to your body and how to listen to the symptoms of your healing, you will immediately understand that there is no such thing as cravings. Okay, they are very weak. They are so weak that they are oh so easy to defeat. okay? Day 12, control the relapsing risk, okay? You are going to have one day, or maybe more than one, that somebody or someone or something will try to make you fall into the trap again. And that's very important when that day comes. It's really, really extremely nuclear important how to manage this moment, okay? And if you know how to manage it, it's going to be like click, like a blink of an eye. In a blink of an eye, you will be free from the temptation, okay? Day 13, recap, because actually the warnings, because tomorrow is going to be your last smoking day. So as you can see in this course, the first 2 weeks you're still smoking. You're free to still smoking because it's a path that we are doing together, okay? So in this course, on this day, day 13, I'm going to teach you
around you. Just
some rules, and I'm going to show you just rule number 1 for now. Maybe in the next videos I will show you more rules, because here's the thing for me to you. I want you to get a grasp on the value that I'm giving you, and I'm providing value to you on a daily basis. Of course, if you put it all together in the course, you will have it all in your pocket, but I'm going to provide you some topics where you can also start working on yourself, even if you don't buy this course, okay? I'm totally fine if you if you are if I build a community that they will all be successful non-smoker one day, even if you don't buy the course, and if you will manage it, and if you find that my recommendations and my suggestions are helping you, then please share your experience, drop me an email or put it on the page, and just say, I didn't buy the course, but I applied this rule and it worked for me, because this is going to be a lot of value for me, okay? Very good. Okay, so day 13, tomorrow is the day. Some warnings before you take the step. Okay, some rules that I'm giving you, and these rules you have to stick to them very strictly, okay? And then finally, day 14, the end of the first 2 weeks, smoke your last cigarette. And we do some recap, what have we learned, and smoke your last one. This is interesting. It's a really interesting, I really don't want to show you too much, because this is the best video of these entire lessons, okay? This is really the best. And it's really emotional also, I can tell you. So I had some students that they have been crying during this video. They were reluctantly smoking their last cigarette because they didn't have enough. They had enough of smoking already now, but they had to smoke this last cigarette because it's a ritual. And so look, you're free to smoke your last one, but even if you don't smoke it, just have one and break it, okay? Because I can tell you, when you get to day 14, you will be reluctant to smoking already, okay? Very good. So this is day 14, end of week 2, and I will mark this as complete, because then this is day 15, and it's going to be the week 3 and week 4 of this course. Okay, let's see. Para categories. All right. Okay, now the other weeks, I'm not going to show you week 3 and week 4, because as I told you, they are rather secret, and I want them to be visible only if you have completed week 1 and week 2. Maybe one day I will do another video where I will show you week 3 and week 4, but these are the arguments, okay? We can talk about these arguments actually. So day 15, the most difficult day is today. You'll be shocked how easy it is. Why it's the most difficult day? Week 3, day 1, this is going to be your first non-smoking day, and in your mind, you may think that, it's going to be hard, but you will be astonished how your first non-smoking day will be amusing, will be fun, and it will be much easy to live, okay? Day 16, the miracle morning. Go watch the video that I shot when I was in Tuscany, and I was talking about the miracle morning. This is a routine, a daily routine that you can apply into your life that is going to help you achieving any goal in your life, and it's going to help you to build more clarity and be motivated on a daily basis. Okay. Now, cravings are gone. 3 days, when you stay 3 days without smoking, your nicotine level will go so low that you will have no more physical effects in your system, okay? And it's really simple, very simple, okay? Then day 14, we are talking about some chemicals. You're clean, and I will show you how your body got clean from nicotine, all right? And this is the 3rd day after you smoke, after you quit smoking. After 3 days, and you will be totally free of nicotine. Okay, so 19. Now what? I don't have my smoking ritual. What do I do? And here is where I will teach you how to substitute your rituals and how to build some. Okay, just a second. My daughter needs to get back in the house. Hold on. Stay there. Don't go away. Yeah, bro. C'è freddo? Perché tu ce l'hai. Okay, I'm here, I'm back. Okay, very good. Sorry about that, but I had to open the gate. I had to open the door for my lovely daughter. She's back at home. Okay, good. Now, we were talking about day 19, replacing your rituals. And you have to develop healthier rituals, and you have to substitute the bad ritual that you have right now as a smoker with good rituals. Okay? 20, this is one I like, Pink Floyd, Careful with That Food, Eugene. Okay, this is a citation from a song, Careful with That Axe, Eugene. And why did I use that citation? Because I like the Floyd, and I like that song. That was a really psychedelic song. And now it's in my mind where I have to warn somebody and tell them that they have to be careful. I always think about that song, Careful with That Axe, Eugene. Okay, and I'm talking about how to calibrate your food intake, because this is one of the challenges of former smokers. When you quit, you will feel sometimes well, first of all, the appetite will increase and your sense of taste will increase. You will like the food much better, of course, but maybe sometimes you will fall into the eating trap, that you are not eating because you're hungry or because you need it. You're just eating because you think you're missing something, and you are identifying this feeling with urge to eat because you're missing the cigarette. And I'm going to teach you how to overcome this, okay, how to manage this. And day 21, we're talking about your new self, because you're really developing a new version of yourself, okay? Week 4, math. Okay, here's when we're starting to talk about money. And for heavy smokers, you will realize that on this day, you already paid probably close to 20 to 30% of the investment on this course, already in week 4, all right? And so how much money did you save already? And we will do some math together, okay? Day 23, go meet your friends, talk about your new you. Yes, you have to be proud of yourself and what you did and your path towards your freedom, okay? You really have to, and you will realize that when you are a non-smoker, you will not envy the other smoking friends that you have. Actually, you will feel sorry for them, and you will have something to tell them, something to be proud of. You will be able to go to them and talk to them about your great achievement. Hey guys, I'm a non-smoker. Oh, really? Yeah, since when? Yeah, since 2 weeks. And oh, what about the cravings? Would you like to have a cigarette? And they will also try to boycott you. And this is really important to understand, to know. You have to understand that they will try to boycott you. But they will not do it because they are bad people. They will do it because they would like to be you. And this is one of the most, how can I say it in English? Oh, damn it, I'm missing a word. One of the most detrimental aspects of humans. There's a tendency, a global tendency of when somebody sees somebody who is more successful than them, they're trying to pull him down, to put him down to their level, rather than doing something for themselves to elevate to that same successful level. Isn't that frustrating? But that happens every day. And that's probably happening to you as well. So I want you to pay attention to this. How many times did you criticize somebody because they achieved something that for you it would be important? Like, for example, a friend that got rich. I mean, he created a successful business and he is now enjoying some more time with his family, with their family, and they have more money than you, and you're still working in the same workplace since years, and you're starting to be jealous. And you're starting to think, yeah, I know, but yeah, maybe, who knows what he did to get all that money? Yeah, maybe, who knows what it is? Yeah, but I wouldn't like to be there because all my friends would want some, right? This is really detrimental. We all have to learn to take successful people as example and follow them, all right? Follow their example. Follow their example to be successful like them, okay? And you will be one of them. You will be able to tell them, hey, I was able to quit smoking. How did you do it? Well, I did this, this, and that. And you may be able to teach them what you did. And maybe you can sell them the course. And I will give you a percentage on that. Because here's the other thing. I am giving my students the opportunity to recover part of their investment, actually a good part of their investment. I'm giving you the opportunity to find 3 persons who are willing to invest into this course, and I'm going to give you $500 for each one of these 3 persons. Okay, so think about it. Very good. Okay, so what's next? We were meet your friends. Okay, analyze very carefully your new state of mind. Okay, these are some mindfulness lessons that I'm giving you because it's really important to understand and to feel your body and your mind right now in your new state. Now, day 25, remember the promise you made. This is referring to the rules that I'm going to give you here, actually here, the warnings. I'm going to give you 8 rules, 8 golden rules that you will have to promise yourself to always follow them, okay? Day 26, we're starting to talk about your new life and you to design new successes because right now you made an important achievement and I want you at this step, at this stage on day 26 to realize that your goal is achieved. You are a non-smoker and so you will be forever. So now it's a good time to start thinking, what else can you do for you? I quit smoking. Now I want to, let's say, I don't know, maybe to become a better person by stopping blaming other people for my failures. Or I want to get, let's say, if I want to elevate my value and my workplace to earn more, to liberate some time, to have some more time for my family. Okay, these are just examples, but I'm going to give you ideas on how to start working in the new project since you completed this one successfully. Okay, day 27, keep calm and don't listen to the myths. You will realize that all those symptoms that you're look, I'm giving you take my suggestion. Just go to some of the quit smoking support groups. I'm sure that you all come from most of you come from those groups, and try to read people that they are saying, oh, I'm 4 days without smoking, I had a huge panic attack today and I didn't know how to overcome it. Oh, I feel my blood pressure is nasty. I went to the doctor and he said that I shouldn't quit smoking. I should just quit gradually. I'm sorry, but these are all bull crap. There's no other term to describe these things. These are bull craps. If you have the right state of mind and the correct state of mind, you will be a rock star already from the first day that you don't smoke. And you will realize that you will feel much better than before. And there's no such thing as depression. There's no such thing as panic attack. There's no such thing of blood pressure going down or any other crazy symptoms that all these people are describing. Okay? They don't exist. And in the end, farewell. You are now an autopilot. Fly high and enjoy. It's time to say goodbye to you because this is going to be the last video, but remember that you will all have these videos all for you forever and ever during your entire life. And you will be part now of a community of successful quitters, actually winners that quit smoking, and you can sustain others for the rest of your life. So the other beauty of this is that you will become part of an enormously successful group. You will make friends. You will create a community altogether, and you will enjoy talking about your success, about your stories, and about all your great achievements all together. Okay? Good. Let me flip back the camera here, right here. Now I'm going to say goodbye to you for today because this is going to be the end of this live video. And I'm going to put on my hat because I started this live video with my hat on and I want to end it with my hat on, all right? My cowboy hat. Actually, I parked my horse outside here. Actually, I'm kidding. I don't have no horses, but I would like to get one day. I did a very beautiful experience with horses the other day. Well, it was 3 weeks ago when I was in Tuscany. And I'm sure you saw some pictures in my page that we did some horse leadership. And these are just incredible animals. I don't know if any of you has ever had any experience with horses. I strongly recommend you to do it. You don't really have to ride them, but just ask for horse leadership trainings. It's just incredible. It's incredible how you will learn to deal with these incredible animals and how you will learn to deal with yourself as well and with others. It's really something really revealing. Okay, very good, guys. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to all of you for today. Oh, no, let's see, it's still sunny outside. Okay, so that's all for now. That's all for today, and I'm going to continue posting these live videos to provide value to you. I want you to be convinced of the value that I'm giving. I want you to be on board with what I am proposing. If you are not, then feel free to leave the page because maybe this product is not for you. But if you need help, this is the best help that I can give you, okay? And the one important thing, if you're scared about the high price, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be, because What if I told you today, hey, give me $2,000 and I'll give you packs of cigarettes for 4 months? I'm sure you will go for it, okay? So why don't you put this money and do an investment once? Do it once and you will be free from smoking forever, and you will imagine all the money that you will save, okay? I want you to start thinking about this, okay? Very good, guys. Okay, that's all for now. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Bye. Take care.